The Infinity Gauntlet, a huge part of the Infinity Saga Phase 1, 2, and 3, so let's draw it. What is going on, Draw 2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today I'm going to show you guys how to draw not a character, much like what we did in the last tutorial. I'm going to show you how to draw a thing, the Infinity Gauntlet. So here we go. Before we begin, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing, and a link to a free coloring page based on this video tutorial. And having said all of that, grab your drawing tools, let's draw the Infinity Gauntlet. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with our Infinity Gauntlet tutorial. I had to brush up on my knowledge of the Infinity Gauntlet a little bit before I got started with this. Anyway, let's put our paper in portrait mode, and we're only going to be drawing the gauntlet for this, so don't worry too much about, all the other details. But yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, the first thing is we're going to draw, it's not really a square, but if you guys can kind of take a look at what I'm doing here, it's going to be this shape right here. Okay, it's kind of squarish looking in that it's not like a long elongated rectangle, it's a little bit more like this. But what I have is this line right here that's kind of diagonal, and then this one is curved, and then I've got this right here and this. Okay, so I want this one to sort of look like this line and this line, just very slightly. Okay, not to worry too much about it. This is just our first initial shaping of the stones. Okay, I'm going to start with a small line there, and then I'm going to start off with a big part right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line going like this. Okay, now this is going to be the middle, but what you want to do, these two are going to be the index finger and then the middle finger, and those are going to be bigger than these two fingers. So what you want to do is you want to split these, and you want to go past the middle so that it looks like that. Okay, so there we have our 4 fingers. I'm going to draw another curve inside over here. Okay, so now you should have roughly a shape like this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to draw the thumb, and I'm going to start by drawing the thumb kind of as a curve, like so. And then this goes kind of parallel to a line, this line right here, and this goes in like that. Okay, so now you've got the thumb right on this side. Okay, now find a spot over here, and find a spot roughly around there. And then we're going to draw the, what do you call, my mind, I can't think right now, but we're going to draw the wrist part and the forearm part of the glove. And what we're going to do is we're going to shape it, not too wide, not too narrow. This is about a good width. You guys notice that it's narrow at the top and it gets wider. And then right about there is where we want to cut it off. See how curved that is? So you want to make sure you get that curve. This is a little bit longer than this part here at the top, just very slightly longer. Okay, and I'm going to find a spot right here, and then I'm going to draw another curve going like this. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to draw a line now that sort of breaks down the center like so. Okay, there you go. That's pretty much the basics of it. Once you have this, you guys are ready to go. And let's cut to commercial. We're going to zoom in and start working on the tiny, intricate little details that we have on the gauntlet. So let's do that. Hey guys, this video right here is brought to you by these awesome Patreon patrons. If you are interested in knowing more about how to support this channel through Patreon, check out the link down below, patreon.com/drawit2 for more details. Anyway, let's cut to commercial, and then let's get back to business. All right guys, so I've zoomed in on the hand part of the gauntlet, and what we're going to do is we're going to start filling out the back of the palm, the back of the hand, that little armor plate first. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is for every finger, we are going to create this kind of ridge that goes like that. And then this goes out like so. So what you want to do is you want to create this kind of a consistent looking ridge that goes across. It doesn't have to be super perfect, because what we're going to try to pull off is like this organic looking sculpting on the gauntlet itself. So it's not like, it doesn't have like perfections. It looks like it's been hand sculpted. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Kind of want to bring this down, and then here at the wrist part, you want it to have like a lip that sort of sticks out like so. Okay, don't draw it too bright yet, or too dark. But you want to draw a line going across here, but it does kind of end it right around here, because what this will do is it's going to go up towards the thumb there, like this. I'll show you what else that does in a minute. We're going to go back up here now, kind of figure out this line right here, goes like that. And then what you want to do is you want to draw a curve like this, okay? But this curve is going to have this ridge, or whatever you want to call that, right there. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go down over here, and we're going to create this, let's not draw it too far deep. So right around here, another ridge. So now we're sort of creating this, whoa, armor plating that looks like that. Okay, now I'm going to double up on the top line right here, because it's got like this raised area. It goes across the top all the way to the side and ends right there. Okay, and then it comes back out right here, and want to keep following this. So just double up on that line, or the bottom lines, until you go to that point. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to make some spaces for the Infinity Stones. In the comics, they're called Infinity Gems. So do forgive me if I call them gems sometimes, because that's what I'm familiar with in the comics. Okay, so I'm going to just draw the top of them very lightly, and the bottom of them are going to be right here. Okay, so from here going across. The ones in the index finger and the pinky are this kind of a eyeball shape. Football, I guess, American football shape, like so. And then this one's a little bit bigger than that one. There you go, just like that. Okay, and then these ones are going to be flat at the top, flat at the bottom, and then rounded on the sides. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna make this a tad bit smaller. Apologies, you guys, if you made yours way too big. I'm just doing this for personal preference, but there you go, there you have it. Now, go inside and double up on those lines. I'm just gonna do it quickly, but when I start inking it, I'm going to do a much better job of just following those lines. But anyway, just to make things quick, pause the video if you guys need to catch up, or if you guys are falling behind. There you go, so double up on those lines, and then let's draw the Infinity Gems, or Infinity Stones, inside. And this one is going to be oval. Actually, they're all kind of oval. This one is orange, and it is the Soul Stone, which is what Thanos got from Vormir after dropping his daughter, Gamora, over the cliff there. So that's the Soul Stone. And here, you want to make sure that the stones are roughly around the same size. Here you have the Reality Stone. And I believe the Reality Stone was in Thor 2. It's the one that Jane Foster accidentally got in her body. Speaking of which, here I have Stanley with the Infinity Stones here. Okay, I'm going to put him right here just to give you a nice little visual. Okay, now this right here is the blue stone, which is the space stone, which is the very first stone that we see in the MCU. It's of course the one in the Tesseract. Tesseract in Captain America, and it was also in Captain Marvel. Okay, this one is the Power Stone. Power Stone is from the orb in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's the purple one that they used to defeat Ronan. So there you go, you have the Power Stone. So those are the first 4 stones. Now we'll draw the Mind Stone, which is a bigger stone, and that sort of goes right around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a slightly bigger egg-shaped looking oval. Okay, and then outline it. And then I'm going to draw the Mind Stone inside. Mind Stone, of course, is the one from the scepter and is the one that Thanos got from Vision's forehead. So that's it right here. It's slightly bigger than the other ones. And if you want to create like a little glimmery effect or like a marble effect on the stones here, feel free to do that. And I just kind of create like these lightning looking effects on there. I might leave it, but I might not, I don't know. Anyway, you want to create the shine on those stones by just creating like a little white little rectangle in the corner here where it catches the light. Kind of looks like a bubble. Okay, you want to maybe do it again on this side. There you go. So it kind of looks like gems from there. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. See this right here? I'm going to create like a U shape going around the Mind Stone here. Excuse me. Okay. Line across right here, and then kind of goes up like that. Okay, let's go over here now. Kind of does that right there. And then down here, same thing. 2 lines going down the center here with a rivet down the center. Okay, and then like that. And then we're gonna make these lines flat. They're straight, not curved. And then now what you want to do inside is just like so, okay? And then you just keep following that until you reach this part, and then you bring it up like that. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's it right there. A couple of rivets that I can see. There's one here, one here. Let's just draw it evenly there. 1, 2, there. There's one over here. There's one right here. And I really don't see anywhere else, but I think we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so there's a simplified version of this little armor plating right here. Let's go move up to the fingers and start working on just separating them. And these ones are not too hard, so let's get those separations. And what we're going to do is we're going to create lines, kind of 2 lines from each that run down the center of each finger like that. And then, so that's what you want to create, okay? So this one is a little bit higher up, like that. So here in the center you have a curve that goes this way, and then on the sides, this one curves that way, this one curves down like that. So start with the center curve and the downward curves. Okay, and then you just double up on those lines there. And what you want to do is you want to create like this right here is going to be thicker and it sticks out. like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to create these lines. These lines are more like to show that the metal is kind of bending. So that it just shows that it looks like that. Okay, so that's what those lines are. So they're not like hard lines, they're softer lines. Okay, we do the same thing here. Near the top. Okay, and then kind of double it up again. And then overlap them with this the index finger being at the top, and then the pinky being at the bottom. And there you go. So we have our 4 fingers right there. Now let's go over to the thumb here, and let's work on this little armor plating that covers the thumb first. And I'm going to start at this point, and I'm going to just create this curve that goes like that towards the outside. And then this is going to be the inside here. The inside goes like this, and then tucks in like that. And here's the outer plating. It should kind of look like a frisbee, or I don't know, something like that shape, okay? And here at the very edge of it is going to be 2 lines like this. Now we're kind of making a sideways UFO. Okay, so you guys notice how I created this lip here? And then now let's draw the time stone. Now it sort of looks like a UFO or a sideways hat. And the time stone, of course, is from Doctor Strange. It is the one that is worn by the Ancient One. Okay, line like that, line like this. And now follow this. I'm going to create a little lip. Actually, this goes up, so let's bring that up. There you go. And now we're going to create this as layers. So it looks like that. Okay, so start here, go sideways and then down. Like so. And there you go. So there you have the time stone. Now let's create the thumb. I don't know what you call it, but when the metal parts overlap each other like this, I don't know what you call that. Okay, right here, 2 lines going this way, another 2 lines going this way. So there's kind of like different parts of the metal bending as you go. Okay, and then over here you got the thumb part, which looks like that, and then it just goes into the index. There you go. I'm going to zoom out slightly and start working on the pattern here. And I'm going to start right here and kind of find a spot there. And then what we'll do is we'll find another spot right here. And I want it to look like this. And then you see how this curve sort of changes direction as you go. So you want to make sure that you have this here and this, and then you got this curve right there. Okay. Find a spot right here. Find the similar spot right around here. What we're going to do is we're going to create like this curve right here sort of goes in, but then it sort of comes out like this and like this. Okay, so let me grab myself another pencil, erase the lines a little bit here, clean it up. Okay. So what we what we're going to do now is we're going to find 2 lines here. So you sort of go up from the tips here, and then you create a U shape that goes from here all the way to the other side, like so. Okay, back to this corner. Goes like this. Bring this to the corner up here, like that. This way, and then back up to that little corner here. Okay, what does all that mean, you guys ask? Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to create the lips, I guess. I don't know what else to call it, but it's just this outer layer here of double lines that go. I'm going to erase this line now. It goes all the way to the side. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I'm going to create a rectangle, a square right there, and same thing right here. Okay. So I'm going to double this. So I'm now sort of creating this armor plating. So this is one armor plating there. And then the other armor plating is going to be on the side. Across the bottom here. Okay, up to there. And when you come back up here, a second one just like that, and then draw those a little bit more recessed in. There you go. I'm going to erase this line. That's good right there. Okay, on each side of the center here, I'm going to bring these two going into the glove like that. Okay. Just doubling up these lines here. But this one in the middle is not doubled up. So you want to keep that, bring it up slightly like that. Now there's going to be patterns here. So you got these 2 curved lines that go out like this. And then I'm going to draw in kind of like a backwards L here. Let's follow the similar pattern. And it goes like that. And then another L shape. Like so. Actually, what I'm just going to bring this all the way in. So it looks like that. Okay, there you go. You have that pattern right there. And we're pretty much done here in this part. We're going to bring it lower now, and that's just a finish up here and we'll be done. Okay, I'm going to start right here, and 2 little, kind of like 2 lines that go in, and then it goes straight down to, make sure they're symmetrical. They go a little bit wider to about here, kind of nearing the end here, but not touching the end. This goes across in a curve. Okay. Keep that center line there. There. Okay, go back over here. I'm just going to create these shapes that look like that. Okay, let's go over here now. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag it down. It sort of goes like this. So what the bottom is actually, I have, it's kind of hard to tell, and each one of them is like a different design, so if it looks a little different, that's fine too. This kind of comes out, okay, and then there's going to be a little bit of a curve like this over here, and then same thing on this side. So it's got a little bit of a lip, so it kind of goes like this. Okay. Let's go back up here, and we're going to bring 2 lines going down now, and then towards that lip. There you go. And then let's double up on that line. I'm going to fix that up when I ink it later, so I'm not too worried about making it look good. Okay, and then here, let's double this line as well. Okay, and then now let's continue this. This goes kind of just there. And then here, a similar pattern. There you go. Now there's a lot of intricate details to this. We're going to simplify it though. I'm going to draw a line going across right here, and I'm going to create a V shape. Okay, and then that V shape is going to be doubled, and then the lines across are going to be doubled, and I'm going to erase that line in the middle. Okay, this line that goes down doubles, so 2 lines. And then just to simplify the pattern here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with, think of them as 2 thick lines, right? And then it's just going to create this zigzag until you reach the bottom. You want to remain symmetrical here. And then once you do that, double those zigzag lines. Until you reach the bottom of the glove. So I'm just making those lines thicker there. And that's it. Clean that up a little bit. And there you go. Right here, there's going to be some weird patterns that, you know what, I'm just going to simplify it as 2 lines going down the center like this, 2 thick lines, so it's actually 4 lines. Okay, and then I'm kind of like looking at it and trying to see how I can simplify it. Line on the side, and then it goes in, and then back out, and then down, and then in again. Does that make sense? There you go. That's as simple as I can make it. But here, let me repeat that on this side, so you guys can see it better. Okay, so it looks like that. Doubling up on these lines, by the way. So you should have these 2 lines going down, sort of the center that divides it into 4, and then you have lines that go down and then into those 2 lines, and then right here, out, down, in, out, down, and back in. And there you go. And is there anything else that I missed? For the most part, I think we've got it, you guys. There we have it. There you have your Infinity Gauntlet right there. This is the one, of course, that is worn by Thanos in Infinity War, and not the excuse me, I burped a little bit, and not the one that was in Endgame. Anyway, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial for the Infinity Gauntlet. I will catch you guys next time. Take care. And you guys, that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I appreciate that a lot. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So head on over to Instagram, tag me at Draw2 so I can see your masterpieces. If you guys are ever curious about the tools that I use for drawing or the equipment that I use to make these videos, I have links in the description of this video, so make sure you guys check that out. If you are feeling extra generous, I have links down in the description as well for different ways that you can show your support on this channel. I already mentioned Patreon, but there are other ways as well, so be sure to check those out. Links in the description.
Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can continue making videos just like this for you guys to enjoy free of charge. Again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video right here, comment down below, and share this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on my website draw2.com, where you can find a free coloring page based on the tutorial drawing that is found in this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to those are found in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out. Finally, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw it too. I'll see you guys next time.